Peace be to you all. Assalamualaikum. Omar here. Family man, physician, associate, health educator, and middle-aged endurance athlete. So my son and I just finished our Sunday long run. So according to my Garmin, we did it's about 13.1 miles. It took us 2 hours, 5 minutes. So snail's pace that may be, at least it's done. So I'm back in training for my ultra 50 mile ultra marathon in November, inshallah, Lord willing. So today is June 19th. So it is Juneteenth Day. So happy Juneteenth Day to those of you all who celebrate it and or acknowledge it at least. And it's also in the U.S. anyway, Father's Day. So I thought it'd be a good opportunity to talk about what fatherhood means to me, and since it's in conjunction with Juneteenth, in particular being a black father. So my wife and I have got 4 children. As of the recording of this video, they are 3 young adults and a teenager. So 22, 20, 18, and 14. The daughter is 20. So what I tell my children is that I fuss at them a lot. You know, don't do this, don't do that. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Go this way. I wouldn't do that if I were you. I've tried to give them leeway and respect their autonomy as much as possible as they transition into young adulthood. But as I tell them, I still have a responsibility to guide them to the best of my ability, because I believe, as a theistically inclined man, I'm a Muslim, that someday I will be held accountable as to what type of father I was to them. So I have to give them guidance, good guidance. And, you know, there's a lot of confusion and chaos today about what's going on and who's what and what's what. And are you really this? You know, what makes you this or that or whatever you say you are? You know, so I won't get into that too much. We all see what's going on. I tell them that they're going to eventually be responsible and accountable for their own decisions, as they are now. You know, they're still under my roof, but as they venture out into what I call real adulthood, you know, being grown, you're in your own home, paying your own rent or mortgage, with your own source of income, on your insurance policy or whatever. You know, you're grown. You know, there's a different level of accountability. And, you know, everybody wants more responsibility because it's cool, or more autonomy, but they don't necessarily want that accountability. So to me, being a dad means you hold yourself to a very high level of accountability. And being a black dad in particular, you know, we have a lot going against us in the U.S., but that's the way it is. You look at a lot of the police brutality and so forth. Most of it's been against black men who have been fathers. Some of it, one could argue, you know, was it the brother's fault, quote unquote, for getting himself shot? I've heard people say that, or killed. Or was it actually the fault of the police? So I won't belabor that. It's been done on other people's channels. Most of those killings have been of black men and black fathers. Even that being the case, you still have a responsibility to try to conduct yourself as a responsible adult to the greatest degree possible. You can't always control people's perceptions of you. You can't always control what goes on around you. I've had run-ins with people of a different hue, and I've tried to keep myself calm and not get all, like, keep my ego out of it. Be like, yo, what are you doing? My little 5'9", 155-pound self will suddenly be a big hulking 6', 200-pound black man by the time they get through describing me. So I try to stay calm and as humble as possible in those situations. And it's not because I'm scared. It's because I need to be around for my wife and children, and even my parents as they get older. It won't serve any purpose, for me to get killed or arrested, further somebody else's cause. I have no interest in doing that. So I have to conduct myself to like somebody who's got some sense and some maturity. And I got to be a leader in my community. First, be a leader of myself. And that segues to solutions. We can't really do anything about the greater society. We don't have that kind of pull. We don't control infrastructure. There's a brother who's got a really good, Dr. Boyce Watkins, he's got a really good channel. He's got a PhD in economics. He was talking about the importance of supporting ourselves and knowing how to use money. Don't just try to get a good job, but be a job creator. At least work for yourself. So be as autonomous as you can financially. It's difficult because we're often trained, get good grades so you can go to college and get a good job and go work, support yourself. Working for some white guy. Only to be cast aside years later. I've lost jobs like that. I've worked hard, did what I was supposed to do, and still lost jobs. That's the way of the world. But try to create your own job. Try to save money as best you can, even if it's a penny. That's the smallest monetary denomination that we have. I pick pennies up, and people laugh at me. I'm listen. This one penny that I pick up is bringing me closer to being a millionaire. Than before I had the penny. How about that? As small as it may be. Set small goals for yourself, small fitness goals. I work for a private doctor. It's all just happens to be all black patients. It's just because of where it is. It's Southeast Anacostia. It's Ward 8. It's the poorest ward in Washington, D.C. A lot of violence there. A lot of health disparities. I see a lot of folks my age. I'm in my 50s. They got preventable diseases. If you get these diseases, diabetes, hypertension, hyperlipidemia, COPD, try to at least manage them. Try not to smoke. Try not to drink. Try not to eat junk food. Try to commit yourself to a fitness program as best you can. Try not to let things that are beyond your control stress you out. I stopped listening to the daily news a lot. It's stressing me out. I can't do anything about the war in Ukraine and starving people in Africa and, stuff over which I have no control. I can do something about myself, my family, and to some degree my local community. So start with your circle of influence. Try to de-stress as best you can. And above all, be grateful for what you have. I got a small little yard here. It's not a whole lot. It's Washington, D.C., but, I could fit in it. It's fenced in. Sounds like the Amazon jungle here. I got birds, look at that. All sorts of trees, and it's nice. It's a nice little privacy. So be grateful for that. There's people literally dying trying to get into this country, and we're here. We're here. We can't be deported or anything. We're free. The good white men allowed us to be free. So again, happy Juneteenth. So there's that, My son and I were running, through the park. Nobody stopped us. Hey boy, what plantation did y'all escape from? Get them. We don't have to worry about that anymore. So try to free yourself from negativity and your own lust and your anger and addictions to the greatest degree possible. Just try to endeavor. All right, guys, that's it for now. I wish you guys the best of success in your positive endeavors. Subscribe if you want to be a PA or a health educator like myself or need some good health information. Take care. Peace.